What's up guys, it's your boy Quinn here and I'm back with another video. And today, I am going to be giving you guys the best mp5 class in my personal opinion. If you guys don't think it's the best, that's just on you. This is just my personal opinion in this video. So yeah. So, first I'm gonna get off with the perks. So for the perks, I have Scavenger, High Alert, and Tune Up. I have Tune Up because for my I use the stopping powder for my field upgrades, which is why I use Tune Up. But Dead Silence is actually also really good for this. Dead Silence is really good for big and small maps because you'll be harder to get hits to moving faster. But I just use stopping powder just because like it gives me more damage and this gun has a really fast fire rate and it's really useful to have a lot of damage and fast fire rate at the same time. And so perks like High Alert, Scavenger. See, if you don't want to put on High Alert, you can put on Overkill and put on a Riot Shield like that, and then activate Specialist, and then as the first one for 2 kills, you can put High Alert, and then just set these ones to any ones you want. But honestly, myself, I prefer to put it on High Alert. As my Legendary Tactical, I'll use C4 as my Legendary, just because like I just like to use it. So it's kind of really fun. I don't really use Molotovs or frag grenades. Yeah, C4, pop with C4 with double tap square, like you'll always detonate it in midair. But then again, with double tap square, that's gonna make you have to reload when you use it. So yeah, as my tactical, I use stem shot, just cause like the mp5 is really useful, and it's really useful when people are shooting at you. And then with the High Alert, you can easily turn around and get the kill, and not make stem shot more useful. And time to get on to the attachments. Alright, so for the attachments, I use Tac Laser, so I can get my aim down sight speed, my ADS speed, aim stability, and aim blocking steadiness, which is actually really good. And just because the laser is visible to enemies, it doesn't really matter, because even if you're aiming down sight set them, even if you didn't have a laser, like you wouldn't have that much accuracy, and like you're always gonna be aiming at them anyway. So it's not like it's important for them to know that you're aiming at them. Plus, it only works when you're aiming on sights. So for my rear grip, I use simple grip tape, so that way I can get my ADS speed and my sprint fire speed, which is both of those are really useful for SMG, especially sprint fire speed on this SMG, because sprint fire speed on this SMG is really useful because that makes it to where you can just start running and shoot instantly without having to aim down sights. And my underbarrel, I'll use a Commander full grip. It gives recoil stabilization and aim stability. You do lose a little bit of movement speed, but it's an SMG, so movement speed doesn't really matter. Or if you don't want to put the Commander full grip, you can put on the Merc full grip, so you can get that hip fire accuracy and the recoil control. But then again, you do lose aim blocking movement speed, and aim down sight speed. Or you can use the Ranger full grip just to get some more aim stability. So yeah, you can use one of these 3 is what I suggest for this SMG. One of these 3. And for my aim munition, I use the 10 millimeter auto 30 round mags, so I can get more damage and more range. Although I do lose a little bit of recoil control and fire rate, but I think that's kind of worth it just to do more damage. Even with losing fire rate, this gun still has a laser. It still does a lot of damage. And And it doesn't take away any movement speed either, which is also really good. And for last attachment, I use my barrel, subsonic suppressor, subsonic and turbo suppressor as my barrel. It gives you sound suppression, no visible tracers, so people can't chase you on the minimap. Ain't no sight speeds and no enemy skulls. So if you kill an enemy, the teammates can't see the skulls in front of them or something. So that way, it's harder for them to figure out where you're at, because they can't track you any sort of way with this on. And yeah, that's all I got for my class setup. And just to give you guys a little more info on how this works, on how good it is, I'll give you a shipment 24/7 max.
Right.
I did not expect him to be laying there on the ground, I'm not going to lie. Just to let you guys know, sometimes the whatever it's called, the high alert doesn't work sometimes. So sometimes you won't always know when people are aiming at you, and you won't know. But the only time that doesn't work is when like if you look at them once and then turn to the side, that's when it doesn't work. Like if you looked at them once already and you didn't know they were there, that's when it doesn't work. Oh yeah, since this is shipment, it is hard to play. Just to let you know, if you do think they're gonna reload slower, you can take off one attachment and put on sleight of hand. That's what I would recommend. If you don't like, you can take off one attachment and put on sleight of hand, because this gun does kind of reload slow. It does have a slow reload time. Like, say you wanted to take off the commando pulpit and put on sleight of hand or FMJ. You took off the ammunition and put on FMJ if you wanted. Like, seriously, you could honestly take off the ammunition mag and put on FMJ if you wanted. What's reloading? Whatever is happening while I'm switching doesn't actually happen with the MX9. It's just something that happened to me because how old my controller is. Pretty sure. Only cool game. I didn't have a good game that game, guys. Sorry. But that's kind of how the MX9 works in a real game. Although that's not the best it can perform, it can perform better. It's just from the fact I was playing on shipment.